Welcome to Presentation Training 101 at Freedom Life Financial. Hello, I'm Don, and I will be your host today. Our goal is to prepare you to have a successful career in pre-need funeral sales. There are many wonderful aspects about this business. The first is you get to help a lot of people. As you are well aware, most people do not know that this product exists. Not only are they unaware of this product, but they are unaware of all of the challenges that a person is faced with when a loved one passes. It is overwhelming, and many people go into a deep depression, not only because of the loss, but because they were unaware of all of the factors that go into taking care of the final arrangements of a loved one. This can be absolutely a rewarding career if you are properly trained. You will be able to help people navigate through the most difficult times of their lives. Now, I realize that some people who are watching this training may be seasoned sales representatives. However, there are those of us, like myself, who didn't come from a sales background. Frankly, going into sales and working for commission was very intimidating. If that's you, you're in the right place. If you do have a sales background, I can assure that there are things that you will learn here that will help you become a better salesperson. The first thing I want to stress is the fact that God did not make a mistake when He made you. There is no one like you. You are unique. There is no other person on the face of the earth that is like you. When you leave Earth, there will never be another person just like you. Why is this important? Well, it's important because you do not have to try to be someone else. You do not have to try to change your personality. All you need to do is be the best you that you can be. Being the best you means reading and listening to audios that will help you grow as a person and prepare you to be an expert in this field. We will recommend books and audios for you to read and listen to, but it is important that you focus on your personal self-development. There should never be a day when you don't put something positive in your mind that can help you remain focused and mentally thankful. What do I mean when I say mentally thankful? I mean focusing on the things that are good and not the things that are bad. Always remain positive. We will face challenges our entire lives, but we must minimize focusing on our challenges. Life is too short for that. It reminds me of what Sweet Brown said when her apartment caught on fire. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. You don't have time for negativity. So, be the best you can be. Many people stay away from sales because they think you have to have a certain personality or look. That is not the case. Master the ability to connect with others. The ability to connect with others, listening, asking questions, becoming genuinely interested in them, is referred to as the emotional care selling method. What you need more than anything is the ability to connect with others. The most important thing you can do in the sales process is connect at a heart level with your potential customer. If you look at the picture shown, no one told the woman to put her arm around the other person. She did it instinctively. She is communicating outwardly what she feels in her heart. The best salesperson sells with their heart. Sharing your stories. We need to be people who share stories. What do I mean by that? Well, think about it. People, by and large, don't go to documentaries. People go to movies that tell stories. The Star Wars movies made billions of dollars because they tell a compelling story. The human heart yearns for a compelling story. This is your main job in sales. It is to communicate a compelling story. Communicating compelling stories includes listening to the life story of your customers. We do this by asking questions about their lives. We also tell stories about the lives of others who have been affected by having or not having this product. Also, it is important to communicate your personal story to the customer. Stories speak to the heart. We are not school teachers, just going into homes and providing information. We are in the business of telling stories, hearing the stories of others, preserving legacies, and helping people protect their families. If you really want to help families, you have to care about people. You have to be truly interested in them. I get it. We all want to make money. Frankly, I want to make lots of it. I mean lots. But meeting with people can never be just about making money. We have to care about them. If we do care, they will feel it. You will find that your closing rate will be extremely high if you speak to the heart. Warm-up period. Never go into a home and start talking business. Never. I mean never, never, never. I'm sorry, did I say never? That's what I mean. Never. When you go into a home, whether you know the person or not, take some time to get to know the person you're speaking to. You can do this by taking different approaches. Notice something about their neighborhood or home or decor. Point out things that you are interested in. If you like their home or neighborhood, let them know. If you're looking to buy a house, let them know. Ask them how did they decide they wanted to live in their neighborhood. Ask them how long they have lived in the community. Has it changed since they've been here? Would they recommend the community? If you see pictures on the walls, you can ask them about their family. If a couple has been married for a long time, it's always good to congratulate them on the length of their marriage. I always like to ask them, if you don't mind me asking, when so many people are getting divorces, how have the two of you been able to maintain a successful marriage? If their spouse passed away, ask them about the person. If they have kids, you may want to ask them for counsel concerning an issue you are dealing with your children. Compliment and get advice in areas of their life where they have had success. This is an important fact about people. They feel good about themselves when they can counsel and help someone to improve their lives. Not only will they feel good about themselves, they will feel good about you. The funny thing is, often you will find really good counsel. We find hidden treasures by asking good questions. Another benefit of getting counsel from customers, they will like you because you listen to them. You are now hearing their story. You're getting counsel from their life experiences. This moves the conversation from a strictly informational meeting to a storytelling heart interaction meeting. Share interesting stories. Another good thing to share, something unique that you saw or experienced. For example, I remember one time I was driving down the street in my neighborhood, and I saw a boy, about 13 years old, running down the street butt naked. I'm here to tell you this boy had no clothes on. When you see something like that, it's hard to process. I'm looking in my rearview mirror and thinking, what the heck was that? I drove on for about 200 yards and saw a woman and said, "Do you know what is going on with that boy?" She said, "That's my son. Could you help me?" I turned the car around and saw the boy running toward the little lake in front of our community where there's a spraying water fountain. I got out of the car and the boy was headed down to the water and I said, "Stop. Don't go in that water. It's dirty." I didn't know what else to say. He turned around and said, "I go in." I said, "What? No, don't go in." "That's what I'm saying. Don't go in." He walks into the water, like Jesus going to get baptized. I had a suit on. I'm thinking, I don't want to go in this water after this boy. He literally disappears into the water, and I'm thinking, I'm going to have to go into the water to get him. All of a sudden, he pops up near the middle where the fountain is and goes back under. I see his little butt sticking out of the water, and he's just playing and having a good time. I called the police, and they helped us get him out of the water. It was a crazy experience. As you can imagine, he was autistic. That's a true story. Now when I tell that to a family, we have an immediate bond and a hearty laugh. We're communicating at a heart level, and not just on an information level. Yes, we are in the heart business. The sooner you realize that, the better off you will be. I'm sure you'll have some great stories of your own. When you do your warm-up, this is a good time to compliment the things you like and appreciate about them. Get counsel where needed, or tell an interesting story that engages the heart. After the warm-up, it's nice to ask for a drink of water. This shows that you are really starting to feel at home with them, and they will be happy to serve you. Now that you have moved from being more of a salesperson to a nice person who is thirsty. It's like the most interesting man in the world says in his commercials, "Stay thirsty, my friend." Finally, tell them why you got into the business. This should not be long, but it should be personal. It should be no more than 60 seconds. My hope is that your reasons are more than, "I wanted to make a lot of money and that's why I'm here with you today." So pull out your wallet and let's get started. If you've lost a family member and had to go through a challenging time not knowing what to do, let them know that. If you've had to see other family members struggle through this process, let them know that. If you've watched a friend suffer through this, and you want to prevent other people from going through this, let them know that. Give the reason why you are doing what you're doing. When you're doing a warm-up, it's okay to sit in the living room. But when you go into your formal presentation, you will always need to ask them if you can sit at the table. People are accustomed to doing business at the table. Plus, you need a place to lay your materials down where they can see. Do not do your entire presentation sitting on the couch.